Thanks for tuning in to this AHS Media broadcast. Tonight's the night, the Super Smash Bros. Tournament. There will be 32 participants competing for the grand prize. This groundbreaking event will be broadcasted live on our YouTube channel this afternoon. Mr. G will be emailing a link out to everyone for easy access. So go ahead and subscribe now to AHS Media, all caps, no space. The games will also be available on our Twitch account, but we will hope that you watch the broadcast with all of the best highlights from the event. On another note, due to current situation, spectators will not be allowed in the broadcast area, but Mr. Tanner will be hosting a watch party in AG5 starting around 3:30. So tune in live for our live broadcast today at 3:45. The games will continue until a champion is crowned. We'll see you there. Also, for this broadcast, we have 2 videos by our fellow multimedia students. The first video will be about our school's very own garden club who meet every Thursday in F5. I hope you enjoy.
Hello, Armio. This is the Multimedia Club, and today we're going to be interviewing the Garden Club at F5, and we're going to bring out some members and ask them some questions to see about it. Please introduce yourself.
Mariah, and I'm in 11th grade.
All right, Mariah. So our first question is, what's your opinion about this club?
I think it's a really cool club. I think that they're really pushing towards having a lot of fun events around the school and trying to get people more involved with like gardening and helping the environment, and I think that's a really cool thing, especially after like COVID and everything. Just trying to get together and have a good time is really what it's all about. So yeah.
All right, that's a good answer. All right, for our second question is, what about this club stands out to you?
I'd say that being able to really get involved and help out in the garden is really awesome. I think just as you are a part of the group, you could also just watch like the tomatoes, like little things like the tomatoes growing in the garden, and I think that's just like a really like wow factor of like the club, really.
Yeah, and I agree, because there is a lot of clubs in Armio that kind of just outweigh other schools that may have clubs, because Armio is one of the only schools that have more clubs for everyone compared to others. So, you know, it's good to have a club that kind of just stands out to people. All right, Armio, so this is our garden club's president. Please introduce yourself and tell us what grade you're in.
Hello, I'm Kaylani Exton, and I am in 12th grade.
All right, so our first question is, what made you join this club in the beginning?
I love growing things, and I believe in rebuilding the earth, and being a leadership role meant a lot to me for that. So.
All right, I actually really like those answers. I like that you value those type of things a lot. I think those things are really important. So our next question is going to be, why did you run for president? There were so many other people running for it, and you weren't intimidated by it, so you decided to go and run for it. So why did you do that?
I ended up doing it because I knew that I cared a lot about environment, and even though that there were other people competing against me, I was prepared to tell them why I was so passionate about growing stuff.
So what made you, like, what got you so interested in gardening? Like, a lot of people kind of just say, look, oh, it's a hobby, but you're kind of like taking to a first step on going to being a leadership role in a garden club. So what's the start of that?
Growing up, my culture does have a lot of vegetables and all types of things in their recipe, and I value cooking so much that I think it's just really neat to just grow everything you need.
I think that's actually really interesting, because a lot of people here in America, we have our own farms, and like there's like farmers coming in and like providing us with our own food, but a lot of people don't like no longer garden because it's no longer a necessity. So I think that's like a really good thing that you're kind of like teaching other people that, you know, it's still like a good thing to know. Like, it's good to know how to grow stuff in case of anything. Plus, it's like, it's good to have a green thumb, you know? All right, for our fourth question is, what are your future plans for this club? Because a lot of clubs don't know where they're going right now. They're kind of winging it due to quarantine and everyone just being back. It's kind of like no one has been in a club in a really long time because no one really joined the online clubs. So what do you plan on doing different compared to the old garden club that you want to, from people from quarantine to come in and see the difference?
So quarantine really messed up community. I want to bring people together again, even if that is reaching out to people outside of our school. We want to reach out to kids, we want to reach out to parents, we want to reach out to everybody that's in Fairfield Sassoon. I really want to do things that represent all types of people. Like we were doing Hispanic Heritage Month, and we want to read to kids for Christmas. So I just want to reach out to all types of different groups.
All right, so our fifth and final question is, does the Garden Club plan on taking any steps to teach our community about the environment and the impacts that their actions do every day?
Yes, I plan on taking our students and our club members to Larry's Produce to see like what our community gardens do grow. It is important like to know what's in your environment, your surroundings, and what you can grow here. I plan on expanding our knowledge on all types of plants, and there's different plants for the season, so each time I try to educate them on what's in the season. And I mean, that's all I have for now.
All right, so since this is your senior year and it is your last year, do you plan on doing anything that's going to leave, how people would say, a legacy? Like, is there anything you have planned for future presidents to kind of like lead themselves towards? Something that they want, like a standard. Like, do you plan on setting a standard for future Garden Club presidents?
My standard would be to keep hardworking. It is very common for people not to appreciate the hard work we do put in the garden, or people not working as hard as they should to bring the community closer. And I just want people to know that it's not bad to be close, and even though it's tiring to work hard, it's very worth it.
I do like that response. I think that also as the art club president, it is hard to continue on what other presidents have left behind. It is a lot of hard work, and I also admire that you're working hard and you're consistently trying for this club and almost treating it like a family. Like, I love to see how you guys treat it like a family. Like, it's close. Everyone is just, it's a comfort for people. They can go to this club and feel like they're having a second family there. So I really admire that you were able to achieve something like that from an outsider's perspective. We are coming to the conclusion of our interview, and do you have anything you'd want to say to AHSMEDIA students since this is going to be on the broadcast? Is there any comments, anything you want to say to the students?
I just want to say that everybody is welcome in the garden, and I would be more than happy to take newcomers to help us grow this community. Thank you for listening.
All right, AHSMEDIA. So that concludes our interview with the Garden Club president, Kaylani. Thank you so much for being with us and taking the time out of your day to tell the people about the Garden Club. So that concludes our interview. Back to the anchors.
Wow, that was very informative, but you know what's more informational? A PSA announcement. Cue the video.
Dang, I didn't get accepted into Harvard. Every day after lunch, our school's littered with trash, wrappers, and bottles.
There is always countless amount of trash left throughout the school, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, so our school is not your trash can. So always make sure to put your trash in the trash bin. Make sure you keep our school clean! That was very powerful. As the video states, everyone please pick up your trash and throw it away. Our custodians work really hard to maintain the school, so let us do them a favor by lessening their workload. But anyhow, it seems like this is the end of the broadcast. So, AHSMEDIA, restore the roar and do a great job. And don't forget, I'm Serena, and this is your Thursday morning broadcast. Yay!